What's up, guys? Mickle here, and after a couple slow months for cryptocurrency regulation, it looks like things are about to ramp up fast. In this video, I want to share a brand new development that could show us we could be a lot closer to crypto regulations than many people expect. You are definitely going to want to see that. I also want to go over a brand new XRP price evaluation metric. I just saw an awesome video breaking down how XRP's price will increase as the XRPL gains more adoption. Guys, make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see that. This is critical. Like always, guys, your support means so much to this channel. If you want to see more videos just like this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below and turn on bell notifications. These three simple things are going to go such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys ever need a good place to buy some XRP or the Flare token, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So I want to start out this video and go over something that I think is a pretty big development that probably isn't getting much attention out there right now, and that is it looks like both Maxine Waters and Patrick McHenry are calling on Sam Bankman-Fried to testify before the crypto committee to talk about the FTX collapse and the desperately needed cryptocurrency regulation. Now, the reason why this is such a big deal is actually for a couple reasons. First of all, right here, we see both Republicans and Democrats working together to drag Sam Bankman-Fried in front of their committee. This is absolutely awesome because one, we see both parties working together on something which I think we all know is extremely rare, but the other reason this is so important is because we all know that Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX got a massive free pass from the SEC. There is no doubt in my mind that that is going to come up if Sam Bankman-Fried is forced to testify, and I have a feeling this could definitely put some pressure on the SEC. I was really worried Sam Bankman-Fried would never have to testify because if one political party wanted it, I just assumed the other political party would reject the idea just to be on polar opposite sides. But what we're seeing right here is it looks like they're actually able to work together to some degree on this issue, and that is an awesome sign. The other thing that is absolutely awesome is it looks like both sides are acknowledging that we need cryptocurrency regulation. This flies in the face of what the SEC has been saying, which is that the rules are already clear. What we see is that both sides are encouraging Congress to act and create new rules for the cryptocurrency industry, and this is exactly what we need. Now, these rules are likely going to have some bad things to them as well, but the important thing to understand is any rules are better than where we are right now. Right now, the entire cryptocurrency industry is in a state of ambiguity. No one knows what's allowed, no one knows what's not allowed, and because of that, it is completely destroying innovation. Allowing rules, allowing regulation is going to legitimize the market and allow us to start working towards the rules for this industry to prosper. We need to get the ball rolling, and fortunately, it does look like that is slowly happening. For those of you who remember when FTX originally collapsed, I said it was going to make regulation come faster than if they hadn't. And it looks like that's exactly what's playing out. I'm just really happy that it also looks like it's happening in a bipartisan way. This is a pretty massive win. So I want to move on and talk about an XRP valuation metric that really isn't getting a lot of attention right now, but I think it could be absolutely spot on. This was brought up by Quincy Jones, and he's going to break down exactly how much money could flow onto the XRPL. Now, there is a lot of speculation out there on how money flowing onto the XRPL could increase the price of XRP, and I think a lot of people see a lot of flaws with the traditional way people have looked at evaluating these numbers, but what Quincy Jones has to say in this video, I think could be on the money, and is a great way of looking at how much potential money could flow onto the XRP ledger, and thus be collateralized by XRP itself. Listen up to this and it will break down exactly what he's saying in a slightly easier way to understand.
The best way to look at that with XRP is, well, XRP, if you look at the entire liquidity in the market now, I think it's only like $50-60 billion worth of value in the XRP ecosystem. And I hate like sort of comparing it to this. The biggest thing that you really want to look at is, well, what's everything that you plan on seeing on XRP add up all those assets together, whether it's currencies, bonds, stocks, blah, 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 whatever. And you don't want to look at the actual value. You want to look at the overall volume happening on those networks, and you want to sort of anticipate what the future volume may be. You got to remember, the volume on these networks now are high, but they'll be higher on XRP because they'll be faster, more efficient, they'll be cheaper. You see what I mean? You'll end up getting a exponential effect of being able to do more transactions for cheaper on the network because it's able to do it more efficiently than it was able to do it before. So that's sort of the way you really want to look at it. And I wouldn't even really look at it in price. I would look at it more in terms of like market cap, because it's one of those things where it's liquidity in the market, and market cap is just going to be determined based off of how much liquidity is in the market, based off the assets on it, based off the volume, based off of all of that. And it's one of those things where all of these ecosystems, not even just XRP, but all of these ecosystems are going to have comparable market caps to a lot of the financial ecosystems we see now, mostly because those old ecosystems are going to reside on these new public chains. Does that make sense? But
yeah,
in terms of, and this doesn't go for XRP. I would say if you're looking at any handful of coins and you're looking at sort of what the long-term viability would be, the best thing I would say is like these networks are going to be multi-trillion-dollar market cap ecosystems. Now, who's going to do what and who's going to be the biggest and who's going to be doing this for who is going to be all determined. But the reason this is the case is all the financial markets are all multi-trillion-dollar market caps. The only difference is those markets are going to reside on these public chains. See what I mean?
Sure.
So that's the best way to look at it. And that's the thing. You can come up with your own price prediction there. There's a good range in there for people to sort of go. But my big thing is you're looking for that long-term viability, that long-term adoption. It's going to be somewhere in there. Don't know where it is, somewhere in there. And that's the thing, like that's why I try to equate it to the race car driver. It's like, look, I don't know when he's going to place, but I think he'll be in like the top 3. And not that XRP will be in the top 3. I just think that XRP will be able to reach a side to where the liquidity would be needed to maintain the financial markets as they are today, on top of being able to adapt them towards future use, which means they'll be operating faster, cheaper, more efficiently, all of that on top of being able to do what they already do.
Now, if you guys couldn't tell, a lot of the ideas I bring up on this channel are based on the things Quincy is talking about right here. I really do think that our entire financial system, real estate, bonds, stocks, all of it will be on public ledgers. The XRP ledger is going to capture some of that, and we are going to have trillions of dollars of value on the XRP ledger. If we have trillions of dollars of value built on the XRP ledger, we are going to need a way to provide liquidity for all those assets. And the way that is going to happen is through XRP. XRP is the liquidity that makes the entire network function. If we have $1 trillion of real estate on the XRP ledger is going to have a market cap much greater than $1 trillion. And if that's to happen, XRP is going to have a price a lot higher than it is today. Right now on the XRP ledger, we mostly just have speculation. We don't have any real market. Ripple is doing a little bit of volume, but there's no massive markets tokenized on the XRP ledger. One day that is going to come, and we are going to see prices on the XRP ledger exponentially higher than where we are now. I hope this gives you a good idea of exactly where this market is headed. A lot of people see high prices, big market caps, and say, oh, that can never happen because Apple's the biggest company in the US and we're never going to have a cryptocurrency with a market cap greater than Apple. And my response is, Apple's entire market cap could be tokenized on the XRP ledger. That's $2 trillion right there. So we really need to put these things in perspective. These cryptocurrency networks are so much more important than single equities, single companies. Entire companies will be built on the XRP ledger. It's a utility, and XRP is liquidity to make it all function. XRP needs to collateralize the volume that will be built on the ledger, which could be tens of trillions of dollars. We'll have to see where the XRP ledger ends up. There's going to be a lot of different chains that capture some of this value, but I think it's important to understand. Right now, the XRP ledger is the front runner in transforming our financial system, and it's things like this that just make me so bullish on the future. I want to finish this video off and go over one of the simplest charts I have ever shown on this channel, and it's captioned "The world belongs to patient optimists." And what it is a chart of the S&P 500 over the past 25 years. And what we can see is that it is up and to the right. Every single time we have had a massive crash, a doomsday scenario, we have come back and made new highs. what people are saying now about the Great Depression, us going down to all-time new lows on the stock market, all this stuff gets said in every single one of these dips. What we need to understand is that history says eventually we will come out of this and make all-time new highs. Some of you are probably thinking right now, this has to do with stocks. How does this have to do with cryptocurrency? Guys, it all applies. It's all humans controlling markets. It's all human trading different assets. And this same thing is going to happen in the cryptocurrency market. As the innovation takes off, as we have more utility, as we have more adoption, we are going to have more and more money flowing into the ecosystem, and it's going to start to really resemble this chart right here. There's going to be big dips. There's going to be people saying it's going to go to zero. It's never going to come back. But history tells us it always does. And I just think it's so important to be a patient optimist. Yes, there's going to be times where it's not fun investing, but typically those are the best times to invest. And almost every single time, everyone is calling for a doomsday scenario. Everyone's calling for the end of the world. It never pans out, and we ultimately make new highs. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help this channel grow. And for now, Mickle out.